Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Lucy B here. I just want to say, if you are new, you are most welcome, and to all my returning subscriber, thank you guys so much for your support. And I just want to tell you guys, I am fine. I will be okay. That's all I can tell you. I am fine and we have to move on. Okay guys, if you're new here, I just want to say that in this channel, we talk about real life experience. You know, they say real life experience is the best lesson, and we empower, we inspire, we try to make the world a better place to be. My happiness is to see the world is a better place for everyone. Like I said, I love to see everyone live happily in harmony. Okay guys, as you can see the heading today, it's my sincere advice to Black American moving to Africa. What is going on, my people? I am really saddened by this bad news that I'm hearing about our sisters dying in the Gambia, that is West Africa. At this point, I want to send my sincere sympathy to all their family and to everyone that is affected by this evil act that is happening in the West Africa. The truth is, no one is telling us what exactly happened, as there is no investigation going into this. Nobody is telling the exact truth why these black sisters of ours are dying. And that is the most hurting part of it. And according to the rumors, it's saying that about 6, that is, their names are listed, but others are saying could be even there are 7. And this is really, I'm just wondering what is going on. Is there somebody out there who knows the cause of death of these people? Can you come out, please? And what is the Gambia government doing about this? You are seeing this headline everywhere. It's circulating in social media. Why are you not coming up? Are you investigating? Are you doing something about this? Are the local chief doing anything about this? I am asking all these questions. How about the Gambia government? Are you not concerned? I'm now asking the Gambian government. Why are you not coming up? Are you investigating? Are you doing something? Are you going underground? Can you let the world know what is going on? Why are these Black Americans dying? Are you investigating? You need to come out, please, because the world is watching. Why are you not defending? Are you not worried that this is tarnishing your names? I'm asking all these questions. I am bitter as well. You all guys know that I just lost my lovely auntie 2 weeks ago, and it hurts. And if I'm hearing more sisters are dying, that is not good. We need to do something about this. Everybody needs to start trying to find why these ladies are dying. Guy, I am sorry. All I want is the world to be a better place to live. Is that difficult? Is that so difficult to ask? Why are we being so mean to each other? Okay. Why is it that nobody's caring is coming to tell us, apart from all we are hearing that these ladies have been killed by their boyfriend? They are even just guessing. That's not even the truth. Or it is the truth. At least we need a clear answer to this. This is my message to the Gambian leaders, government. You need to go and investigate. It could even be something else. These people have not lived in Africa. These people grow up in America, some even from the UK or from the Western world. So it could be maybe they are not yet used to the harsh lifestyle in Africa. In Africa we have a lot of diseases. We have the airborne, we have the waterborne diseases. So you need to go and investigate and clear your name, and tell the truth. If it is the boyfriends who are doing this, you need to tell the world so that everyone and solve that problem. Gambia is a very small country. You cannot fail to get the answer to this. So you need to do something about this and let the world know what is going on. It could even be malaria. Malaria, if you have not got the immunity, can be dangerous. It could be anything, it could be typhoid. So you need to investigate this. This is scary. This could scare off all the single ladies from the West that want to move to Africa. It doesn't mean that when you are single, you cannot move to Africa. My advice, please, single ladies, don't be scared of moving to Africa. All I want to say is, before you move to Africa, my sincere advice, my sisters, my brothers from the West, you need to do research about Africa. Sit down and do a serious research. Africa is a continent. There are so many countries in Africa. So sit down and do a serious research on crime, on politics, on diseases, on businesses, on everything before you move to Africa. Once you've done that and you pick maybe 1, 2, 5, 6 countries, please go and visit this country first. Go and visit each of these countries and try to try to mingle with the community. Try to go deep, make friends, and also try to identify somebody who is trustworthy, somebody that you trust in that community, wherever you go. And then if you find somebody that you see that you can trust, then be in contact with them and be with them. Let them be the one to help you integrate within that community. Go to different country in Africa. Make sure, see if whatever life is in that part of Africa, resonate with you. Try and try to make friends with 1 or 2, 3 trusted people. Meet the local chef within the community as well, and before you do anything, make sure the local chief in that village or in that community is aware of. Because as far as I know, like my local chef within my community, you can't do anything without notifying them, and they need to know any newcomer that has moved to that community, so that they see, so that they watch, because they are trying to make sure not dangerous people move to their community. They will make sure that the new person also are protected. So you need to try and do that. Also try to unite with all those who are moving to Africa. There are people who have moved there and they are living happily. Actually, they are doing so well. They are doing businesses, they are settled, they are doing good things. There are some of you who are like gone there and they are helping. They're even calling out, come through me, I will settle you, I will show you good land here. They will help. Go, especially if you're single, go through some of this. There are some young men out there, like for example the Kings. I see they keep inviting, they invite all Black America to go and see. I think this is Ghana, I'm not very sure of that country, Ghana, and this kind of people are everywhere in most of these African countries. They are settled and they know what, they're already okay. They know what goes in Africa. They know how to work, to mingle within Africa. They are doing very well. These guys are really doing very well, better than when they were in America. You even see them shouting there. These guys, they never owned houses when they were in America, but now these guys are owning big mansions in Africa. They are having big business. They are doing well, and you see them, they are screaming, shouting, guys, this is how I am living in Africa. This is how I never owned this kind of thing. Now I've got hectares of land. I've got this big house. They are busy showing you off there, and they are helping others to migrate to Africa. Why are you not using that? Use this kind of guys who are already based in, already know how to work within Africa. Try to unite. Don't just go alone. Don't just pack your thing from America and then move to this, say move to Tanzania or move to Kenya or move to Rwanda or anything, and then later you there alone. You have problem, nobody is to help you. Your families are far away. You are in travel, no one is there to help you. And also you have not visited other country. So go and visit all this country that you pick. That, let's say you pick Tanzania, you like whatever happened in Tanzania, you like maybe Uganda, my country, you like Kenya, you like Rwanda, you like South Sudan, you like Congo, any of the country that you see that match with kind of lifestyle you want. Go and visit this country. Make friends before you move to Africa. Then going to Tanzania, and then later you find that Tanzania is not what you want, and then again now you have to move out of Tanzania again, which is not good. This is like a waste of your time, and also it's a waste of money. Say you move to Tanzania, you start a business, maybe even you bought a house or you like starting to build up something, and then all of a sudden you realize Tanzania is not what you thought, and then now you have to move again. That is not good. Another thing also, you're creating now enemies with that country or with the people there. That is not good, guys. So my sincere advice, please do your research well before you move to Africa. And what I want to say that every country has its own problem. So don't think that because America has problem or UK has problem, Uganda has not got problem. Uganda too got problem, or Kenya has problem, or Tanzania too got problem. Each and every country had got their problem. So put that in your mind when you're moving to Africa. Okay guys, if you find any of this information is like resonate with them, please guys, like, share and subscribe. Guys, subscribe. Subscription is free, guys. Liking is also free. You just support. As you watch this, I'm sure you like what I'm doing. Just support me if you haven't subscribed. Let us grow together. Helping is good. Yeah, thank you. My second advice, guys, when you're moving to a new country, be ready for change. Yeah, you should know that whatever behavior that you have is accepted in America or UK or the Western world. You should know that it might not be accepted in other country, say like in any country in Africa. Because first of all, guys, what I want to tell you is we African, the way we are brought up, we are very respectful people. Our parents, they train us from the beginning, from the start, to be very respectful. We should respect the elders. We should respect anybody, our teachers, everybody. We are taught from the beginning to respect everybody. And you know the culture in the Western world. A child in the Western world, children are not taught that way. Children are taught about their right, which in Africa, we don't do that. Only maybe now, because I've been out of Africa for 20 years now. But when I grow up, we are not taught about our right. But in the Western world, children are taught of their right. They know that they have their right. You cannot beat them. You cannot tell them what to do. You cannot punish them. You punish them, you are in trouble. You scream at him, you are in trouble. If you want your child, you just have to let them be. If you try to flag them like we are flagged in Africa, you will even not be, they will take your child away. They will take your child away from you. So many parents fear to train their children. Even if they train, they try, but it will not work. But as Africa, when you do one bad thing like this, hey guys, if you make any slight mistake, or let's say for example, you know, like here there's freedom of speech. In Africa, there's no freedom of speech. You cannot just come out there and just start saying any bad thing anyhow. You cannot talk back to your parent. Hey, if you talk back to your parent or to your mom or to your dad, hey, you will see the fire. You will see fire. They will flag you. They will flag to the extent you look at them and think, is this my parent or not? You know, like for example, I'll give you my dad was so cruel. May his soul rest in peace. But I thank him because he made me become who I am. But the way my dad used to like punish us when you've done something wrong, here it will be called abuse, sincerely. Because if you do anything wrong, he will get a belt from his waist and he will flag you. He will flag you to the extent you feel like you're gonna die. And after that, I think I've talked about this. Doing that, he will tell you to start smiling. He will tell you to laugh. Hey guys, you're in that pain. All your body is paining with, you know, like they put pepper on your body and it's telling you to smile, it's telling you to laugh. Hey guys, it's not. So we are taught to be respectful to the elders, to everybody. So we respect everybody. We don't say, so in Africa, say for example, you in America, you go with this F word, like fuck you bitch, fuck you. You say that to any elderly person there, or to any child, or to let any parent listen to that. Let any elderly person hear that. What is gonna go in their mind? They are gonna say, this one has come to spoil our children. I don't want to be near this one. I don't want my child to start using those F words, you know. I don't want my child to start behaving that way. And you know, say for example, let's talk, you know, as especially American, you know the way you talk, you know the way you're free, you know, with your word, the way you act, you know the way, like, you know, you can scream on top of your voice, you just say things that like shut up. Those kind of things are not accepted in Africa. So when you're going to Africa, be mindful of the way you talk, be mindful of the way you behave, be mindful of the way you dress. If within the city you can wear your mini, you can wear anything. But if I see most of you are moving within the villages, if you go to the villages, that is not accepted, you know, at all. They see you, the grandparents see that, they're not gonna be happy about that. The old lady there, those married women see that, they are not gonna like that, because they try to train their daughters the way of the traditional. And now when they start seeing that, maybe their daughter will start seeing that their son will start be attracted to your body. You know, you're from a cold place, you have this shiny, you know, have this like, you know, light skin, and you know, most African men like light-skinned women. Even the married women are gonna be against you. The mothers are going to be against you. The society are gonna be against you. Everybody is going to be against you. So when you go to Africa, go slow. First, go and observe the place. Go and observe the area before you start behaving the way you behave. So when you go, you see the ladies there wear long dresses. Please, we have many long dresses here. Go with some long dresses first. First study the situation. Yeah? Otherwise, this is how you start getting problems. This is how somebody who is hurt can come and they become filled with hunger. And you know, when people are filled with hunger, they can do anything. You know, when somebody is mad right now at you, even a good person can turn evil, can decide to pick anything and slash your throat and bang your head. You know, hunger is a very bad thing, when somebody have this strong anger, they can do anything. So if there is somebody out there who they are wicked, they know that, this person, how do I finish them? If I give him this poison, it will finish her. Then I will rest from this pain. They will go for that. And they don't care. And say, we'll talk about this one later. So this is my second sincere strong advice. Within this same rule, be ready to suffer a bit, because you try to adapt, you're trying to, to integrate, you're trying to settle in, So be ready for any change, be ready for anything, just persevere. There's saying that there's a beginning of everything and the end of everything. Nothing lasts forever. If you really want to move to Africa and you really want to settle Africa, try some of these things. Go with a change mindset. Be ready for any hardship. Be ready. You know why you're leaving America. You know why you're leaving UK. You know why you're leaving Europe. So be ready for any change. Be ready to adapt. So guys, all I want to tell you that this video is gonna be long, because I am really feeling bad about what is happening. Now my strongest advice, the third one, is on love. Love. This is the main thing killing our sister, according to the news in the Western Africa. Guys, my ladies, if you're moving to Africa, if you just gone for the first time, the first thing you need to put off your mind is love, because you're moving to Africa. You are just moving. You are new. First, put away love. First, settle. First, learn the area, learn the people. Before you fall in love, study them, learn them very well before you fall in love. I want to ask you, haven't you heard of this called Yahoo boys? Yahoo boys, where are they found? They are found in West Africa. So when you move to Africa, or especially West Africa, actually I think now all Africa, I don't know much, but mostly all I've heard in the news, all I've watched documentary about it is in West Africa. And especially now Gambia is in West Africa. So that does not come like something new to anybody. So before you go to Africa, put Yahoo boy on your mind. Don't just go like this and you jump into relationship. No. You don't know the country. You need to research this boy or this man that come to you. Are they married? Are they single? First investigate. Because let me tell you, most of these African men are married. Especially West Africa, they value marriage so much. Because if you don't, even your parent will push you to marry. They don't joke with marriage, and they don't joke with their children. Say, for example, this man is married and he has children. Do you think he's going to leave his wife because of you? No. So you need to be very, very careful. I understand we in the West here, we are struggling when it comes to relationship. That's why most African ladies in the West are single. I talk about one of my video here, why the reason why many African ladies are single in the UK. Look for that video, So even when I came, I was also surprised. So in Africa, most African men are married. If they are single, the single are not as many in the Western world. Western world, almost most women, mostly, especially African ladies, most of them are single. So because you've been maybe single for so long, you have not had boyfriend, you have not had jiggy for so long, and you go to Africa, you see this young, fresh, and African men, they are not like the African men in Europe, because the African men in Africa, they look fresh, their skin is good, they look fine, not like the African men in the West. Because the problem here is African men in African continent, they eat fresh food, they eat organic food, they have good body, they don't have big stomach, like I'm not fan of big stomach, I'm sorry, doesn't mean that is just my opinion, that is just me. So like for me, I don't like big stomach. And you find most of these African men that take care of themselves, that don't eat bad food, that don't eat junk food or whatever, they look good body wise. So now you go and see these African men looking fresh, looking nice, you just fall for them. No, don't do that, my sisters. Don't do that. First settle, first learn this man. It could be that you are just next to the Yahoo boy. So now you would have saved him instead of him going to internet trying to deceive around, trying to play around. Now you are just next door, and then he just grab you. She's here, that's it. And these men, because some of them are so desperate to become rich, or they are desperate for money, they will do anything. Because first of all, they will even talk to their wife, talk to their family, that you know what, I'm going to fall in love with this American woman or with this new person, this person with money. It's not a real love, but it's just to get something to extract from her. And the family will accept, because the family will also look at their situation. And if this guy convince them that when I fall in love with this girl or this lady, I will get all that she has and we will become rich. The wife will sit and imagine herself being happy, being, living maybe she has been struggling, having this beautiful life the husband has designed to her. They will accept. And then all these people will come like family to you. They will all come like they are the sisters to this guy. They will all come like they are the mother to this guy. And now you have accepted enemies in your home. The woman might accept, but as women, we are jealous. However much you accept something, jealousy will come up. Maybe she will start to see how the man is treating you, how the man is behaving. In her heart, bitterness is growing. She is becoming bitter and bitter by the day. Her friends will come in. Other people will come in. Even the evil will come in. And then they will start to plan against you. You allow her to come in your house. She has access to your pot. She has access to water. She has access to anything. She will put anything in your food. She will put anything everywhere. You are sitting on fire. The man, the boyfriend, the man that you think is your sweetheart is also planning how she can get from you. And maybe if it's evil, how after getting from you, how they can now make you disappear. So you see what I'm saying, my sisters. Be very, very careful when you move to a new place. This is my sincere, not only to the sister, even to the brothers. Be very, very careful. Especially single ladies who are like 35 and above. You know what goes on in Europe here. We are struggling when it comes to relationship. There are no good men. Yeah. Especially if you are dating a young man. Be very careful. Some of them, they may, not all of them. Some may be in love with you. Some may be true love for real. But that's why I said, first settle so that you get the right one. But don't just rush, because some of them may not be in love with you at all. So imagine all your hard-earned money that you work for all your life. And now you just say, let me move to Africa and do something with it. And then all of a sudden, somebody come and drain it all. And then in the end, even they end up killing you. What is that for? Guys, you've heard about Yahoo boys. Me, I learned about this in a documentary. And I was shocked how these young West African men thousands of dollars from white elderly women, they con them like $100,000, $50,000, maybe this is their saving, the rest of their saving, the saving of their life. And most of these women lost they lost money. I don't know if you've not heard of that, but if you haven't, guys, go and do research on this. It's not a joke. So be very careful. Another thing is that these African men may not end up marrying you is, the way they are brought up, the way their women are brought up. African women are brought up to be below men, to respect men like they are the head of the house, and men have dominated African women for so long. And the women really respect their men. I'm sure some of you have seen that, So if you are from America and you are independent woman who is used to doing your thing in your own way, you are used to, like I talk about freedom of speech here, both women and men, they have to respect each other, and especially men here, they are really have to respect their women. You cannot lay your hand on a woman, But in Africa, it's not like that. In Africa, you never talk back to your man. Like I say, you never talk back to nobody. So especially when it is a woman, you never talk back to your man. You never argue with your man. Your man is always right. Whatever your man say, you have to listen to that. you know. So you are grown up, live in this place where you're free to say anything, you're free to argue, you're free to be yourself, you're free to, be who you are. And then you go to this African man and you start doing the same. They are not gonna like that. They are not gonna like that. Maybe if you say something and he slap you and for you it's something new, you're gonna take it so serious. For them, it's not like that. So when they look at this kind of behavior yours, they are no way ready to marry you. So you have to be careful. There are few who are educated, who have maybe learned the way of the Western. Yes, they are there. If you get that one, you are very lucky. But if you haven't got that one, please, ladies, be very careful before you settle with any African man. Be very careful, because I don't know, I'm sure you've witnessed the violence there on women, domestic violence and all that. Within Africa, it's not something serious, So be very careful. That's why you see most of African women, when they move to the West with their men, they leave their men, because they start to see the freedom the women in the West have when it comes to relationship, how their men treat them. They end up leaving their men because they would have just found that freedom, So be very careful. So when a man say no, it's a no. So avoid this and avoid being used as their ATM. Just avoid this kind, or else they'll just use you as their bank. It's not good. Just avoid all this. You can avoid all these guys that it's also like, I don't know, I don't want to feel like I've being abusive or something, but I think it's just common sense. When you move to a new country, first settle. Don't just start jumping here and there. Be careful. The world has changed. The world has become so violent. That's why some of us here, we are here trying to help to make the world a better place to be. Maybe one day, everyone will try to learn and try to calm down a bit. Okay? Otherwise, the world is not getting better. Yeah. So guys, are you getting something here? Please guys, like, share and subscribe. I will be very happy. And thanks already. Okay guys, my sincere advice, number 4 is on immigration. Well guys, this is also should be like a common sense, In every country, immigration is gonna be tough, guys. Immigration is tough even in America, even in the UK, even everywhere, even in Australia. You guys, if you watch, immigration is tough everywhere. Every country, immigration has to be tough, because these people are trying to they're trying to protect their country. I don't know in this case of black American moving to Africa. I think there was a call for black American to return to Africa. I don't know if there was no agreement. Was there any agreement? If there was agreement, then the transition should have been easier. There shouldn't be a lot of complaint about that immigration has become a problem for some of these black Americans who are trying to move to Africa. So I really don't know much about that. But even though it was, still any country will not just say come in and then just open the door for you to just come, because when such opportunity are given, even the wrong people will step in. They will want to follow. So every government have to be strict, in that field. So when you come to immigration, the people that you find at the point of immigration, they are very tough people. Or they are trained to be tough. Or they pretend to be tough so that they can achieve their role. So you have to bear that in mind, that every country, immigration is gonna be tough. It's not just gonna grab your thing and then let's say you come to my country, Uganda, and then you just enter. No, they have to learn, they have to protect their country or any other country in Africa. If you think I'm lying, try to watch some of the border thing happen in America. Try to watch Australia. In fact, Australia is even very tough. Try to watch all these things, about immigration. I've seen even American, UK or whatever, some even will deport you. They will deport if they don't find that you have the right document. You don't have the right, you don't qualify, you don't have everything that they require. There and then they will deport you. So Those who are complaining about some of the immigration in Africa, when you go, you just know all immigration are the same everywhere. In America, in whatever, all these places, they are all the same. My fifth sincere advice to Black America migrating or moving to Africa: shopping. Guys, when you go shopping, be very careful. When you go shopping within the local or in a market or in a whatever in Africa, don't go alone. Make sure you have any friend within the local. Don't go alone, because you are not gonna like it, because the prices are gonna change, because you may look African, but your accent is gonna be different. So the moment any African hear you speaking, your accent is American or anything, all that come in their mind, you got money. Yes, you got money. So say, like I witnessed this when I was in Africa. You know, a Muzungu, we call the white lady. In my country, a white lady is called Wazungu or Muzungu. So a Muzungu lady comes like this, and I see this lady, she was selling a bunch of vegetable at like $1. When this Muzungu lady came and asked for the price, they told her it was $5. There before me, I was like, what? I was shocked to see that. $1 to $5. And this Muzungu lady just bought them and went. That was my time I saw. And then after that, I've seen a lot of people who have complained about of the price change. If you don't know, try to watch this lady called Coco Girl. Coco Girl was in Kenya, was in Uganda, went to Rwanda, went to most of these East and Central Africa. And if you want to know about this Muzungu price, then watch Coco Girl's video. Coco Girl, when she goes to the local, she'll just tell them, if she asks for any price, she will confront them. She'll just say, I want the local price. I don't want the Muzungu price. She will tell them there and then. And before you know, they start laughing, and then someone will come to her rescue and help, and she will not accept. I don't know whether she first do research or what. This Coco Girl is so funny, guys. You need to watch Coco Girl, yeah. So she would just tell anybody, please, I don't want Muzungu price. I want the local price. So when you go shopping, don't go alone, because they are going to overcharge you. They are going to triple. Something which is £5 is going to be £15. So you have to go with the local that you trust, so that they help you shopping. That is my sincere fifth advice for you. I'm sure some of you have also experienced that. All the African, they don't know that some people in Europe here are so poor, are so broke, but just because of the name that you're from America, you're from UK, you're from Europe, all that read in their mind is you are rich, you got bucks, you got money. My sincere advice is about jobs. Guys, when you're moving to Africa, don't expect to go to Africa and think you're gonna get job there. No. If you're moving to Africa, just put this in your mind that there's no job. That's why you see many African, they risk their life in those dangerous routes, because there's no job in Africa. This is my sincere advice. I'm not gonna lie. This is why you see many African have working, but they're working some bad job here in the West, some job that they never used to do, but just because they want to try and live their life, change their life, change the life of their family. There are some job in the Western that African would not do, especially like care job. You see care jobs, this is some of the things that African find it so hard to do, because they are not used to it. Cleaning jobs, Africans are very proud, but you find them doing them here just because they want to survive. So when you're going to Africa, remove this mindset that you're going to get a job in Africa. Get a job from wherever you are and go with it. Or if you're going as to volunteer, you are going to do anything. Just when you're going to Africa, go to Africa when you know you are going to create your own job. Might be business, you're going to be a business person, you're going to be, whatever you're going to do, just put that in your mind. But if you go thinking that you're going to get job in Africa, no. Forget about that. If you've been invited by some company, by some organization, that's okay. But if you go thinking that you're gonna get job in Africa, you won't get that. Yes, so bear that in your mind. Most African countries are developing. That's why they are called developing countries. In fact, for me, I feel like they should put that the continent of Africa is a developing continent. I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like African is a developing continent because not most African countries are developing. So you are coming from a developed country. You should know that already. You should know that if I'm going to Africa, I should take something to give. I'm going to give back to the community. My other sincere advice, if you move to Africa, say you move to Africa, you move to this community and you've started a business or something, support the community. Support the community. If you support the community will support you as well. Guys, remember, most community in Africa are poor. So when you support them, they will protect you. Yeah, that's another advice that I would give you. So now, guys, at this point, I want to ask fellow African, please, African, I ask you to look after these new brothers and sisters of ours that are coming to the continent. You know, when a visitor come home, you need to look after them. You need to welcome them. You need to be like a watchman for them. Hold your sister's hand, especially those who like you see vulnerable. If they are doing wrong, you know, the local chef, call them, put them down and tell them, you know, this kind of thing is not good, or this kind of boy man you're dating is not good. Guys, let's help each other. Sit these ladies down if they're not doing the right thing. If you don't like the way they dress, you don't like the way they talk, you don't like, because now they are moving, they are becoming part of your community. So welcome them, teach them the way you, the local you live, support them, you know. And some of these Black Americans who are coming to your community, they are coming to empower your community. They are going to create job. Those who have come with the right mind, they are coming to create job for your young one, for your youth. They are coming to make your area better. So welcome them, support them, teach them. Also, I want to talk to the Black American moving to Africa. Like I said before, go with a change mind, with a mindset of change. Go and start to live low. Just try to live like the local a bit. Watch what they don't like. Don't go with your talk up, you stand up, you know, you shout, you scream, you use fuck me, you know, fuck that bitch, fuck this, you know. Stop those language. They don't like it there. Behave yourself. You know, when I came to UK, I came to realize you don't have to talk anything about, especially when it comes to religion. You don't have to just say anything. You have to respect the people's right. You need to respect the people cultures. That's what I learned in this country. You have to respect each and everyone culture. It's the same thing when you move to Africa, guys. Try to respect. You will not live in this country. You were not grown there. You don't know the way they live. So go there and first observe, first study before you start acting. Okay, many Africans within the city, they're okay. They are just okay because they understand the way the Western live. But when you move in the villages, be very careful. Don't be disrespectful. So these are my sincere advice to Black American moving to Africa. Guys, I hope I have put some sense in someone's head. I hope you have learned something. I hope you've been informed enough before you move to Africa. If you like whatever I've said here, guys, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, like and share. Share to all these Black Americans that are moving to Africa. Share to African community. Let each of us learn from this and let each of us start to really understand each other. Thank you.